No one is clapping for you to go up. I've been in the valleys. I've been in the deserts. I know the battlefield. I've been segregated before. I've been rejected before. I've been abandoned before. I've been stepped down. I know what I'm teaching. I've seen doors closing. I have felt and seen resistance. I have seen nations speak evil of me. I have seen pastors preach against me. I have seen the devil using everyone. People in church, people outside the church. I know the battlefield. I have the scars on my body of this battlefield. I know the pain, but I can tell you something. The doors never remained closed. Sometimes when people leave you, it's not rejection. Sometimes it is a sign that you have outgrown them. Instead of you feeling rejected, feel the level you're operating at.
Without form. Without form means what? Shapeless. And void. Void means what? Empty. The earth was without form. It was not organized. It was shapeless and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of the Lord moved upon the face of the waters. So the Bible is telling us that the earth had no structure. So I'm thinking, if God said he created the earth on Genesis 1 verse 1, how come the earth that he created with fingers has darkness inside it? How did darkness emanate out of his own fingers?
My God.
To tell you that there are a lot of events that happened between Genesis 1 verse 1 and verse 2 that were not mentioned by Moses. But there was another prophet called Jeremiah who had the privilege of looking back at the window of time to see what also Moses saw, but he explained it better than what Moses explained it. Can I show you these things?
Go deeper.
All right, calm down.
You're preaching.
You may not get the message. The book of Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 23. He says, I beheld. What does it mean to beheld? Come on now, talk to me. It's to what?
To see.
So in other words, he's saying I saw, because to behold means to see. He said I beheld the earth, and what happened? Come on, I want to hear everybody now. He says I beheld the earth, and what happened?
And lo, it was without form.
It was without
form.
Where do you remember this? And then he says, and where do you remember this? And it says, and the heavens, and they had no lights. Darkness was upon heavens, there skies.
My God.
And where do you remember this? Genesis 1 verse
1.
So this is what Moses saw. Now remember, when Moses saw this, it says, and God said, let there be light. He did not go deeper to see what was happening inside the water and other things. But Jeremiah gives us more detail. And I beheld the earth, and lo, it was without form and void, and the heavens, they had no light. I beheld the mountains. Hold on a moment. Are you telling me there were mountains before God said, let there be light? And lo, they trembled, they vibrated, and all the hills moved lightly. They were vibrating. Are you trying to tell me that there were mountains and hills before God said, let there be light? Remember, let there be light is the first thing he said, and then all things came after, including Adam. But we are being told of mountains, and they moved like they were vibrating. Why were they vibrating? Something must have been wrong. So you are trying to tell me that when the earth lost its shape, something had happened.
That's right.
And the mountains vibrating was a sign that there was an occurrence that just happened a moment ago. Next verse. And I beheld, and lo, there was. Now read the next part. And
all the birds of the heavens were fled.
They were fled. He didn't say they were not created. This was before God said, let there be light. He says they were fled.
Deep.
Meaning they were birds before God said, let there be light.
That's right.
But the birds had flew away. So where are these birds? Dinosaurs. Okay, let's not go far.
You're dissecting.
Are you hearing me?
Oh yes.
Next verse. And I beheld, and lo, the fruitful place was a wilderness. There was a fruitful place before God said, let there be light. And